If you had the chance to have your parent or guardian by your side during school throughout all the hardships and challenges, would you? Would you like to have a shoulder to cry on, someone to be proud of you, or encourage you to achieve things you didn't even think you could do? Yeah, me too. And luckily enough, I was able to have this. I know everyone had that one specific teacher that comes to mind who helped you and that you looked up to in many ways. I would like you to close your eyes for a second and take yourself back to the days where you were in their classroom and you were excited to be there. It's good, right? I would like to tell you guys a story today about a once-in-a-lifetime teacher, Mr. Zimley. He was everything and more you needed in a teacher. Throughout my years of schooling, I was able to create an almost father-like relationship with him, and he was able to drive me and help me excel in areas of my schooling I didn't know I was capable of. From football training to math homework and everything in between. Who was there? You guessed it. Building rapport and an interpersonal relationship with him was significantly beneficial for myself. As the self-disclosure between him and I was reciprocal, we were able to build a sound relationship from early on, as we opened up and were honest with each other. In doing this, Mr. Zimley was able to understand how I learned and was able to implement a Cooper-orientated way of teaching. As explained in the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers, to use teaching strategies based on knowledge of students' physical, social, intellectual development and characteristics to improve student learning. When doing this, I understood specific details he was trying to coach me and was able to apply them into my game. This attention to detail is one of the most important parts of coachability and success as a team. But as we all know, with every story, there has to be a complication or a conflict crisis. And with that being said, picture yourself sat down at the back of class, upset from things happening at home, and a teacher hounding you for not completing homework and being behind in class. Welcome to my grade 12 English class. Being in the football academy at school, I believed I was met with a preconceived notion from my teacher of being a naive, arrogant, and rude student. Having never met before the first class of the year, I couldn't wrap my head around how the teacher had already placed me in his bad books. In this situation, I realized the polarizing difference between a negative and positive interpersonal relationship between student and teacher, and how really important it is. Within this class, I felt suffocated and miserable, and every task that the teacher handed out felt like an uphill battle with no assistance. But lo and behold, someone was there to save the day. Yep, right again. Working in Mr. Zimley's class wasn't a challenging feat at all. I wanted to be there and I wanted to learn. Not only for myself, but for him as well. And as the Code of Ethics for Teachers in Queensland suggests, integrity is demonstrated by creating and maintaining appropriate professional relationships. Having a positive relationship with the teacher can impact you more than just academically. There were times where I had gone to him with problems at home, good things at home, and just things we had in common, like our favourite football team. As well as these other benefits, he kept me in check and made sure I was well behaved. I have now known Mr. Zimley for 8 years and continue to talk to him. He met me as an immature little 12-year-old and has helped me develop into the young man I am today. Having that happy medium of discipline and reward really helped me keep a level head while navigating the tough journey that is high school. Although there were times when Mr. Zimley and I didn't always see eye to eye, there were never any grudges held and an apology was always soon to come. From me most of the time. I took great gratitude in the fact that he wasn't my assigned teacher for any core curriculum subjects. He was my football coach and always found time to help me with anything I needed. I also knew Mr. Zimley previously to attending the school. He was the football coach for one of the representative teams I was in, so me joining the school and the football team was like a duck to water. I remember a specific time during the football season. It was in the grand final and we were drawing 2-2. It came down to the last 5 minutes and I had scored to win the game. Seeing what it meant to him as my coach and teacher, as we all ran toward the corner flag, has stayed with me ever since. In future, I plan to help other students in the exact same position that I was. Go above and beyond, because I know firsthand how important interpersonal relationships are with your teachers and how they can help you more than you'll ever know. Thank you for listening.